Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me today for your daily tarot reading. I always ask you to choose the stone that draws you to pick your pile of 3. And we'll begin. You can always ask Spirit a question if you want an answer to that. For those of you who chose this lovely speckled stone, we have the King of Wands, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Knight of Cups. So these are all minor arcana, but they are really nice ones. They're pleasant ones. I like the Ace of Swords. Some people call that the Sword of Victory because you see the crown and the laurel on the crown. So that's victory. It can mean inspiration. It can mean aha. It can mean clarity and planning. But Spirit is obviously helping you in your thinking, in your perception, in your analysis, in your understanding. So that Ace of Swords is an opportunity for that. A lot of times these come up in the reading when Spirit wants you to be aware of that, so you turn to Spirit. Maybe ask for some clarity. And the Knight of Cups, that's just, you making a good impression on someone or someone making a good impression on you. Welcome news, something that makes you feel good, that's brought to you. It can be something that comes up when you're meeting somebody new. And then the King of Wands, that's mature, purpose-driven, goal-driven, energetic kind of behavior. That's knowing what your priority is. That's having the maturity to see it through. Energetic, yeah, but tempered. This is more about, purpose and the thing that brings life to you. So I like that King of Wands. Sometimes can be a little bit fiery, but I feel like with these other cards, the fire is about, it's purpose and goals. That's what it is. Good inspirational leader, the King of Wands is. So these may be some different people in your life too. This can sometimes be a suitor, somebody trying to make a good impression on you, potential love interest coming in as well. If that's the case, you're going to have clarity about this person and what they can and can't offer to you. So these are great cards. These are terrific cards. You're in a good place today. Whether you woke up feeling like that or not, you're in a good place today. And Spirit wants to help you to see that, I think. All right. For those of you who chose the green stone, the lucky jade, we have the Tower. We have the Queen of Coins, and we have the 10 of Wands. All right. Well, the Tower is simply something that changes things. It can be like it shakes things up. That's for sure. It can be personal, your personal tower, or it can be on a larger scale. Tower time. And, we've had plenty of that lately. So this Tower really could be about what's going on a larger scale. But look at the minor arcana on either side. I think you've got a choice here. So for some reason, you may be feeling like there are many things that are important to you. You have many priorities. There are many things you want to get done. There are many things you need to get done. Or many things you're worried about or concerned about. But now the 10 of Wands is always a card that comes up to say, are you sure you want to carry it that way? Because this guy, he can't even see where he's going. He's strong. He's going to bring all the wands home. He's going to do it. Yes. 10 is a completion card, yes. But it looks a little miserable, though, doesn't it? And a little like, gosh, can he see the end in sight? So I think that comes up a lot of times to say, okay, step back from your to-do list or your concerns that are floating around in your mind. Step back a step and ask yourself, do I need to worry about all these things? Or is the primary evidence suggesting I have security? I have maturity. I know how to keep things stable. I know how to manage the practicalities in life. as the Queen of Coins does. She's very practical. She's very grounded. She's not going to, she's good at understanding when her cares and concerns are real and when they are sort of being fueled by emotion or thoughts. You know, she's very grounded. So she can just kind of break things down and say, okay, seriously, what happens if I don't get all this done today? What will really happen? Guess what? I have security in my life. I'm going to keep that, you know, or I have security within my person. I'm going to keep that. Or she can break things down and say, okay, I could think about all these worries and concerns and carry them with me throughout the day and wear myself out. Or I can focus on what I can do right now. And I do have a lovely way of taking care of practical tasks and even helping others, providing for others. I have a way of doing that, and that's grounding, and that gives me something I can focus on, and it relaxes me. So I think that there is a choice here. I think there's a choice here. I think there's a gentle nudge from Spirit saying, and this is whether you're male or female, saying, you know what? Go with your strength. You know this. You've got this. You don't need to carry this all at once. So I like that reading. I like that reading. For those of you who chose the Tiger's Eye, we have Minor Arcana. So probably not a huge decision-making kind of day. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Ten of Cups. Oh, I like it. All right. Well, you may have some lovely kinds of interactions going on recently with some family members or people you would consider family. You know, emotionally fulfilling, as long as you have the energy for that. And the Four of Swords would suggest that maybe you really do. Even things are fine. Things are okay. Maybe it's okay to retreat and take a break. Take a break from it all. Take good care of yourself. Because sometimes, especially when things feel uncertain, we forget that basically things really are emotionally sufficient, you know, emotionally secure for us, for our household, for the people we care about. And we play a large part in that. There's some completion there. There may be even help from family members or loved ones on the other side. That's a completion card. We're all together in this. And you may have something delightful happening here. Or this can be energy that will then beckon after you get some rest, after you rejuvenate, that can then come back in. That's sort of childlike and looking for fun. So I think these are minor arcana, though. This is just probably about today or this time in this week. But it's some clear kind of wisdom. For those of you who chose the white and black stone, we've got the Two of Wands, we've got the Knight of Swords, we've got the Nine of Wands. Minor arcana, probably just about today or this part of the week. And somehow feeling kind of embattled, perhaps because somebody is bringing forth some verbal aggression, or you're hearing it somewhere. Or just somebody's kind of like, I'm right, and feel compelled to tell you this. Or maybe you're halfway into a plan and it's not complete and you feel like I should charge forward. I've got to keep charging forward. Maybe you feel kind of a little locked into a struggle. With this Nine of Wands, that would be because you felt embattled lately. There have been some difficult things either happening, and these are minor arcana. They don't have to be horrible things, but just some difficult things happening. And you've been victorious. You've handled every last one. But, you know, after a while, you start to feel a little battle weary. That can be, you might need to take a step back. This is probably not as serious as it feels right now because of this. This is sort of the guarded card. Like, oh, what next, you know? But the Two of Wands is your other option. Sometimes Spirit brings these kinds of cards up to say, okay, you may be feeling embattled and like, oh gosh, what's next? But that isn't necessarily real. It can be about what's gone before, not necessarily about what's coming in. So the Two of Wands is the world explorer. It's you have options. It's you have things that are important to you, and an encouragement to look on the next adventure as an adventure. You know, what are you going to conquer next? So yeah, there may be a need to sort of step back and get some groundedness and perspective and good self-care, and then you'll be able to look more at, okay, what is my priority? What's the main priority for me today? It might not be my only main priority, but it's my focus today. Where am I headed? What's in the future with I have the world in my hands kind of perspective, building on what I've already achieved. All right, and building on the advantages I have and building on that. So these are good kinds of cards to get us thinking today. Thank you all so much. I know you can have a terrific day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.